Hello, everybody, and happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. I'm Samantha Harms with the Garrison Public Affairs Office, and we've got to kick it off, of course, talking with none other than our Garrison Commander. So you're going to hear from her some thoughts on what she loved about last year, what she's most looking forward to this year, including a new restaurant, and so much more. Let's get right on into it on this week's episode of The Great Big Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. First, I have to say, Happy New Year. All of the things with all of the holidays. We're back. It is great to be back. And so what better way to start than with Colonel Lakicia Stokes, our Garrison Commander. Ma'am, thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us today.
No, thank you for having me today. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year. I can't believe it is 2024 already.
Yes, me neither. I tell you, those months has gone by pretty fast. So.
It has flown by. Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, we've got to start then. Let's look back over 2023. We've done some incredible things here. Some incredible moments have happened here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about some highlights, some things that people should, reflect on that we did this year?
Yeah, so we've done a lot in 2023 and focusing on improving quality of life.
Yeah. And
so some of the things we've done, as you look at the barracks, we renovated 7 barracks in the 10,000 block. That's 3rd CR area. Right. We also awarded and what's in design for Barracks 101 and 102, which is in 69th ADA area and 1st Cav Division area.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Yes,
I love every time we talk about barracks. We have done a lot for the 100th barrack as we've been progressing for the paper. And every time we get to put in a new photo, it's been so fun starting, ground zero. And then we were on the 1st floor and then the 2nd floor. And it's been so fun talking about all of the barracks.
It has, most definitely. Of course, we need that additional space so we can make sure our soldiers, are able to, be in, of course, new barracks. As the other barracks are old, but doing the renovation is helpful as well.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
And some of the other things, as we're talking about barracks, but of course we have to talk about on-post housing as well. And so over the last year, we built 51 homes in the new Heritage Heights community. And these houses are for our junior enlisted soldiers and their families.
That's right.
We were also replaced over 3,000 roofs as a part of the roof replacement project and renovated 475 homes throughout our housing areas.
Yeah.
So that is great as we look at,
Absolutely.
housing and taking care of our families as well. And not just, as far as the barracks, taking care of the single soldiers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I was there when we did the ribbon cutting for the first home, and it was such a great moment for everybody, being able to watch that new family, walk through the new home with everybody there, and everything about the house just invites you in. It makes you want to stay for as long as possible here.
Very, very nice houses over there.
Yeah.
It's very exciting, especially as you talk about junior enlisted soldiers.
Absolutely. Yeah. The joy that they had talking about how excited they were about the house and about the fact that the Army and Lend-Lease and, we were able to put all this to them and we're taking care of them. Yes. The joy that they felt, you could just feel it. Everybody felt it.
Yes. So it's important to take care of soldiers and improving that quality of life is very important.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So some of the other things that we have added to our Fort Cavazos Warrior Adventure Quest is horseback riding, trap and skeet, paddle boarding, and we also expanded our paintball. And so as you look at, recreation, those are some things that we've done to improve the quality of life there. And then we can't forget about work, right?
Yeah,
and
of course.
So,
I mean, yeah.
you got to make sure, where the soldiers work at, that's as good as, where they live as well, because they spend majority of their time.
Yeah. When I hear
in the motor pools, right?
Right. When I hear statistics about people talking about, you spend so much time at home, you spend way more time at work.
Yes.
It is just wild.
Yes, exactly. And so we completed the construction of 4 tactical vehicle maintenance shelters.
Okay.
Which included a 10-ton crane, drive-through access, side canopies for parts storage, and assessment end bay for any of the, the tanks. And so, as you know, our motor pools are pretty old here.
Yeah.
And so in order for the soldiers to be able to conduct maintenance on the tanks, we had to, within the motor pool, actually build those tactical vehicle maintenance shelters, which is great for the soldiers.
Yeah, I've been to a couple motor pools. So obviously I'm not former military service, so all of this stuff was kind of new for me. So I've been to a couple motor pools now, and they've had to do some creative things sometimes to get things done. So it's really nice seeing the stuff that we've put in for them so that they don't have to do that.
That's correct. I agree. Yes. And so, what's even more exciting is transportation here on Fort Cavazos. And so back in October, signed a intergovernmental support agreement with Hill Country Transit District to provide mass transportation support on Fort Cavazos.
That's right. Yes. We've talked a lot about that in this office specifically. It has been such a fun project to see come to fruition.
Yes.
As far as, we're really taking care of soldiers' quality of life. I mean, both here at work and at home now. So, yeah.
And so last year, what we did was what we call the holiday hop during Thanksgiving. And we provided, transportation from, it was 09 to 1830 on the 24th through the 26th of November. And also the holiday hop during Christmas from 0730 to 1300. And so that was supporting the barracks and the motor pool areas during our half day work day, and as well as the barracks and to shopping, the leisure areas, support locations from 1300 to 2000 on weekdays, and then 730 to 2000 on Saturday, and 730 1800 on Sunday. Also, we did the Cavazos Connector artwork challenge.
That's right. Yes.
And so we got a winner on that one for the design for our bus wrap. So it's exciting times. I know we'll get into 2024, so I'm excited to talk about that as well as we move forward to 2024.
Yeah. I have loved talking about it. So obviously the holiday hop is through the 7th of January. So we are still got a few days left.
Yes.
For this time period. So if you have somehow not heard of the holiday hop, you should go get on it. It's amazing.
I agree.
Yes, absolutely. It takes you all over the place.
Yes, everywhere. And it's free.
Yeah, free. You can't beat free, honestly.
Free. And so if you don't want to put all those miles on your car.
Yeah.
Gas prices, you don't want to pay, for gas. Hey, just get on the hop. That's what you should do.
Yeah. So you can find the locations for all of that on our Facebook page. We've got a pinned post with the most recent map. So for people who are looking to ride, you still can do that. Very exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes.
All right. What else we got for 2023?
So, effective 19 December, our in-processing changed from 4 days to 5 days.
Okay.
And it's give the soldiers, opportunity as newcomers to attend the CG newcomers brief.
Yes.
On Thursdays, and ensures that if any soldiers have any issues upon arrival, we have all the subject matter experts there to provide assistance.
Yeah.
As far as communication, I know you're very familiar with this pilot we got going on, which is My Army Post app.
Yes.
Which, represent a cutting-edge digital initiative aimed at enhancing communication and efficiency within our community. So very exciting.
Yeah,
Looking forward to, you know, what it's going to turn out to be.
Absolutely. Well, one thing that I was surprised, you didn't talk about your change of command at all. You came back here in 2023. And also the most important thing, which is so hard to believe that this happened in 2023, but obviously we redesignated to Fort Cavazos.
Yes,
it feels like a lifetime ago that happened.
No, exciting. Yes. It's great. It's great to be back at the great place.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I love that. Well, okay, so we've talked about 23. What an incredible year. What do we have coming up? Oh, we got something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got something else.
That's okay. What else we got?
All right. Last thing we can't forget about our power projection platform and how we provide the support there. So as we look at our ranges, we conducted fall cleanup and range maintenance, with the focus being on live fire range maintenance, targetry surveys, and prescribed burns. So I know in December, you know, the team and everybody probably seen this smoke coming from the training area.
Yeah, people always ask about that.
Yeah, so no, it's not wildland fires.
We promise.
It's prescribed burns, you know.
Yeah.
Of course. So
we're trying to make sure we don't have any wildland fires. So do
exactly.
little fire.
Some prevention there. Yes, prevention. For when the summer, you know, the spring and summer come, that we don't have any.
Yeah.
So that is all I have for 2023. It was a great year.
Yeah. I have loved 23. Seen a lot, done a lot. I'm excited for 24 though. So first I have to ask, personal, you know, when it comes to New Year's, we talk about obviously what happened last year. And as we look forward to things that we're excited about, we always have to talk about New Year's resolutions. Do you personally, do New Year's resolutions? Do you have your own resolutions? Some people I have found that's not their thing.
No, not really. I think there are some areas that what I look at as a family, me and my husband, on, you know, how we can improve going forward into the new year. So not just necessarily New Year's resolution, but just looking at our total household and the things that we do and try to improve to get better for the next year.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you have any goals or resolutions for work, maybe for the installation, things that you are really hoping to see from people here?
Well, as far as work, you know, it's always our focus is improving, you know, our focus is improving the quality of life for our soldiers here. As you know, we have a lot of, you know, lower enlisted soldiers and we got civilians, you know, and Fort Cavazos is huge.
It is very huge.
And so we're looking at, you know, improving our recreation and fitness.
Okay.
One of the things we're looking at for fitness, we're going to have 2 gyms on main posts. And one at North Fort Cavazos that will start operating 24 hours, 7 days a week. Yes.
You know, that is something people talk about all the time. The time. People always bring that up. And people always say, oh, you know, we'll see. Yeah. We're doing it. All right.
Yeah, looking at it, you know, implemented by spring.
Okay.
2024.
Right.
So that's exciting.
That is very exciting. People are going to be thrilled.
Yes. And also we're looking at adding mountain biking, kayaking, and canoeing to the Fort Cavazos Warrior Adventure Quest in the spring as well. And in our new Heritage Heights community, we're looking at constructing a family recreation area, which will have a playground, fitness, a dog park, and we're looking for that as the spring as well.
So springtime.
Springtime
is going to be a good time for us.
Yes, it is. Right before it gets too hot, right? So spring is going to be great. Some other things we're looking at is motor pools, and as I say motor pools in other areas. So out at Robert Gray Army Airfield, the fuel facility, estimated completion May of 24. We're also completing 1st ACB Battalion headquarters by November. And then the construction of 69th 88th SSA is going to be completed by the end of January.
Okay.
And so looking at that 69th 88 area, you got the completion of the SSA, also Barracks 100, we're estimated to be completed in February.
That's so exciting.
And so it's exciting, most definitely. Yes.
Do you want to tell us what the SSA stands for people
yes,
who may not know?
It is Supply Support Activity. Okay, so think about the warehouse.
Okay.
And, the parts and everything.
Okay.
So
good description.
Yes. So some other things, we are going to renovate 7 more barracks.
Oh.
In the 10,000 blocks, no later than the summer.
Okay.
And we're going to build additional homes in Heritage Heights. We got more homes coming there.
Yes.
And we're going to start the demolition of the homes in the old Chaffee Village. And then we're going to continue to renovate homes across the installation.
Yeah.
Now, something that I haven't talked about is food services. So as we look at, we partner with APHIS, right?
Right.
And so a Panera Bread is coming to the shop in the first cab area. Oh, yes. So that's going to be exciting. Yes.
Wow, that is thrilling.
Yes, Panera Bread.
Wow.
Also, a proposal has been submitted, so we'll see to replace the Chili's.
Yes.
With a restaurant focusing on, supporting both sit-down and to-go dining for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if approved, it'll be opening in 2024, sometime in 2024. Okay. So hopes that everything goes well.
Yeah.
And we see a new restaurant in the Chile area in 2024.
I'm already excited about Panera Bread, but I'm really excited to find out who this other business is. So
yeah, so no, excited about the things. And going back to, as we look at 2024 for the Cavazos Connector, it's going to be IOC, in February 2024 and FOC in March 2024.
I'm going to have you say what those
full operation capabilities for March of 2024.
Okay. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yes.
I'm thrilled to be able to finally put out what that map will look like and really getting into the nitty-gritty of it and telling people, how it's going to work, since obviously the Thanksgiving hop and then this current holiday hop, kind of evolved as we moved on. So I'm excited for what that final evolution will look like.
Yes, and the thing about it is, as long as you got a DOD ID card,
anybody can get on.
You can get on there, and we just recommend, park your cars, and just ride the hop.
Yeah,
just ride it. You got appointments, ride to your appointments.
Yeah,
if you want to go to the PX, ride to the PX.
Yeah.
And so we're excited about it, but the key is gonna be, we gotta ride it. Of course,
Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah,
it's gonna be key.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited to have the new buses with the new artwork on them.
Yes,
it's gonna look so nice.
Yeah,
it'll be so fun to do the full shebang for it.
Oh yes, it's gonna be nice. Yes, and so I can't forget about energy resiliency, right? Because being resilient with energy is always great. And so Robert Gray, Army Air Force, our microgrid.
Okay.
The estimation completion day is going to be in January, and so we're looking at a ribbon cutting ceremony, which actually is going to be in February. So we're excited about that, as we partner also out there with our Killeen Regional Airport, that agreement we have there. And so it's exciting to partner with them.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, it sounds like we've got some amazing things that have already happened and some amazing things that are going to happen in 2024. I am really thrilled about everything, mostly the Panera Bread, though.
Yes, I know. I think everybody's looking for, Panera Bread, It's, get a sandwich, get some soup.
Yeah.
Healthy, right?
Yeah, especially this time of the year, it's the one time of the year that it gets kind of cold here, so.
Yes, so it'd be I know it's
perfect
gonna
soup
be
season.
I think it's gonna be a good choice and option for the soldiers over there, because that's where majority of people from all over the installation.
Everybody's gonna go there.
Definitely, it's gonna go there. Some like I guess the Jimmy Johns, right?
Yeah.
And so it's exciting.
Yeah, I think the other thing that most people are gonna be thrilled about is those 24-hour gyms too.
Oh yes,
I think that people are gonna be there all hours of the day now. I mean, now that they can.
Yes, and especially at North Fort Cavazos.
Yeah,
we have those units, deploying and redeploying, and have nothing but time on their hand, and they want to get in the gym.
Yeah.
Besides when they're training, of course.
Of course.
But they want to get in the gym, and some have different schedules.
Yeah.
And have that opportunity to get in the gym and get a great workout, work on your, your fitness, and that, which is important.
Absolutely.
Which, assists with being ready. Right?
Yeah. Always comes back.
Being ready, right? So, it's exciting.
Yeah, that's very exciting. What are you most excited for 2024?
I'm most excited for, all the things
just
that are about to occur.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is
That's
exciting.
a good answer.
Everything that's about to occur. I know there's going to be a lot of, engagement, community engagements, post engagements. So I'm excited about everything. I'm just excited about, work in general. We got a great team here.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't do it by myself. It takes a team.
It does.
And we most definitely have a great team here. And we like a big family.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful for everything that the team does as well every day. And it goes without saying, most definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I think that's all we have. Is there anything else that we didn't get to that you really wanted to highlight?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, great.
I want to say thank you all for having me on.
Of course, you're always welcome on the podcast anytime.
Exciting. Exciting times.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate it, and we will talk with you later. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right, have a great one.
Sullivan doesn't look too happy at the bar. That staff sergeant from 2nd Brigade has his hands all over her.
I keep my nose out of other people's business.
Yeah, I don't know. He outranks me.
Screw it. None of that matters.
Being a passive bystander in the U.S. Army is never an option.
Excuse me, Sergeant. I'm her ride home, and we gotta go.
Intervene, act, and motivate others to do the same.
Okay, so guys, I can't believe that we are here. Janice, welcome back to 2024.
Hey, you guys, it's Janice Wright from the Garrison Public Affairs Office, and Happy New Year.
And we have a voice that we haven't heard in a few months. Eric, welcome back.
Applause.
I am back. I was gone. I know I left abruptly. I had to go to some, wouldn't say last minute training, but I had to go to training for 2.5 months at DENFOS in Fort Meade, Maryland.
Yes.
Defense Information.
You were just there for two and a half months, and you don't even know what it stands for.
Hold on. Let me
got
Google
I
it.
see our training did not go so well.
It did not
I was
stick.
going to ask you what you learned.
Apparently nothing.
So, for all those who are wondering,
there we go.
DENFOS stands for the Defense Information School.
Yeah,
Yes.
I figured it would.
I
The D
was
for
close.
defense, info for information, and then the S for school.
But
like
Okay, when you break it down that way,
Yeah.
Eric, I'm appalled.
it's a lot.
Well,
Okay, I'll let you slide because your brain is probably on overdrive right
so
now.
it was probably
Yes.
melted a little from all the information.
Oh
You
my
did
gosh.
graduate. You were successful.
I was.
Tell us about your time in Maryland.
Yes.
So my time in Maryland, it was pretty cool. I I got to learn. I got to meet people from across the force, from across the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard. I didn't have any Space Force in my my class. We did have a lot of Marines too. Okay. Yes,
nice.
So I got to learn. I got to see different perspectives. What the class was is just a basic course of how to be a proper public affairs officer. So now I cannot say I don't know how to do things.
You don't have that.
Okay, so how to be a proper public affairs specialist. I guess I have not reached properdom yet.
Me neither.
I have not been to DIMFO.
Neither have I, so it's okay.
But outside of that, I wish we could have did a traveling soldier up there, because on my weekends, I was literally being in that area. It was close enough to where you can go do a bunch of stuff. Wow. I went to a Baltimore Ravens game,
nice,
and a Washington Commanders game,
nice,
all in the same week.
Nice.
So it was great. I had a great time with the classmates that I had. I saw a bunch of shows. I saw a lot of concerts while I was up there, and it was so much fun.
That area is bustling with things to do and entertainment. So yeah, I don't doubt it.
The one thing that I will say I did not appreciate up there was traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic and for those who've never been up there, traffic saying like, oh, I'm going to go 10 minutes down the road. It could literally be 10 minutes, but it's going to take you 45 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
every time.
Who don't know, Fort Meade is in Maryland. It is between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. Closer to Baltimore, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So for people who are unaware that's where.
Yes.
That's the area of the nation we're talking about. But yeah, it's crazy,
overall
the
cool
traffic
place.
there. Yeah, it's outrageous. So I lived in D.C. for a year, and I brought my car, but the only time I ever drove my car was when I was physically leaving D.C. Outside of that, you take Ubers or the metro everywhere. Yeah, you don't drive anywhere. It's terrible.
No. Well, I was stationed in that area at Walter Reed way before Uber. I did have a car. I don't remember so much running into issues with traffic, but I do remember the snowstorm and being snowed in my apartment, which was my very first apartment as an adult person. I was very proud of that. But yes, I did enjoy myself working at Walter Reed. I worked at the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. Nice. Did some of the most interesting work I've ever done. It was heavy on discovering and producing like mosquito repellent, things like that. Okay. And the way they would do that was they would use us as trials, but they would pay us. Yeah. Like, you get a certain amount of money to stick your hand in a cylinder and let them, with the let the mosquitoes bite you. And, that would tell them if it's, effective or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Taking blood from animals and things like that. It was very interesting. Monkeys and rabbits. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a time. A time was had.
Time was had.
Yes. This is back in the 90s. The 90s is my favorite decade. So.
Okay.
Did I just age myself? Oh, my God. Okay, you can't prove it. Can't prove it.
Well, Eric, we're glad that you're back. We're glad that you learned a lot.
You did learn a lot, right?
I did. Okay.
I guess I
actually did.
There.
I did learn a lot. I feel confident. I think the biggest takeaway that for me is I feel like I'm more confident in a lot of the information that I got, and I think I'll be able to bring it back and use it in great ways and make some of the products that we do here even greater at the Great Place. Got it.
There you go. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, okay, we talked with Colonel Stokes about some awesome stuff that she's really excited for this year. And one of the things that, everybody talks about this time of the year, and I talked with her a little bit, is your New Year's resolution.
Oh, Lord.
So we were talking before we started recording. Janice, we don't think that you were with us for the last recording.
I wasn't.
But I know Eric and I were. Yes. So, Eric, do you remember what your resolution was from last year?
I think mine was read 5 books.
I think so, yeah.
I think it was very easy to do. I think it was read 5 books, and I think that was the biggest. That was the only one that I think I could get accomplished. Because I would say sleep more, but that's not going to happen.
Okay, so mine was read 12 books.
Yes.
I accomplished mine. I read 12 books. Exactly.
Exactly 12 books?
Exactly 12 books. What about you? Did you accomplish yours?
Oh yeah. Oh, I did.
How many books did you read?
I read 6 books actually this year, and the only reason why I
Showing us
read
up.
6 is because when I was in Fort Meade, when I had downtime, I read books to go to sleep or to try to make myself fall asleep, and so I had a lot of time, and I was just like, let's go read a book, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's like I like reading books, but I feel like I don't know.
All right.
Well, I did listen to. I did 3 audiobooks over my vacation. I did.
Nice.
It was very relaxing.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, great. Well, let's talk about New Year's resolutions for this year.
2024.
Yes. So, Janice, let's start with you. What is your resolution for this year?
It's probably going to be the same as last year. Drink more water.
Okay.
Move more.
Oh, okay.
Really make exercise an integral part of my everyday life and push it towards the morning if I can, because I feel like once, I come to work and I'm fresh off a workout, my day goes smoother.
Yeah, I feel that. I like that.
I know there's some personal development things I'd like to accomplish too.
That's fair.
So,
I
yeah.
get that. Absolutely. That's nice. Okay, Eric, what are yours?
I think I'm gonna go with I'm only gonna read 3 books this year.
3 books. You're going backwards.
We're going backwards.
You're
so
supposed
that way,
to increase.
Yeah.
Well, if I
You're supposed
say
to do
3,
more. If you did 6 this year, you should
supposed
do
to say
6
9.
at the very least.
well, you see, if I say
7,
3
isn't it?
this year, if I go more than that, I've already met the standard. So.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, you said 3 is your standard.
3 is the minimum that I want to read. I'm going to do that. I want to travel more. I have 3 travel adventures that I want to go on this year. One for a traveling soldier, but I have 3 traveling
Is it the
adventures.
one that I'm thinking of?
It is the one that you're thinking about. Oh, I've been thinking about going to this place. Like I've literally talked about it since the week that I started working here.
Yes, that is true. And the
And-
only reason I went there is because you talked about it.
Yes, and she was just like, "Oh my God,
It was
is
incredible."
beautiful." Yeah. So I want to do a couple of those. I can't tell you because then you're not gonna like, "Oh, I want to go check it out before you tell us."
Yeah, no, we don't.
It's no fun.
Can't give away the secrets.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to do that, and I think the only other thing is I want to move out and move more, walk more, because I don't think I walk enough around. Even though I walk like over 10,000 steps a day, I think that's just my normal. Normal is 10,000 steps, just being Eric. So I want to do actual exercise.
Nice. Well, I think we got a little partnership that we can form here between the two of you for
Hey,
moving
I
more.
welcome you to my hip hop step class. I think that you would love
He
it.
said, "Oh no."
Oh no, that involves coordination and rhythm, and I don't have either.
See, but the good thing is you don't have to incorporate the step at the beginning. You can do the moves on the floor until you become comfortable.
Oh.
And you
So
can
is
do
it-
your own moves.
Is it the same moves like every time so that you like learn the moves?
Yes, there are
Oh,
certain
okay.
moves that are the core of hip hop
Okay.
step, and once you learn those, and you put your own spin of it, and you just do. You just do.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
Do it how you do it.
That's fun.
Now I'm going to go Google hip hop step.
Yes, that sounds fun.
There's
Check this
somebody.
out.
My instructor, she works at the main gate. Yeah, she works there. So
Nice.
I guess I can give her a shout out, Ray Toya.
See, there you go. So
Yes.
now, now I got to go figure it out. All right.
All right.
And for you, Sam?
Yes. So my goal for this year, unlike you, I'm increasing the amount of books I'd like to read.
I don't know about all
Little
that.
shade
I
over
can't
here.
believe
yeah,
3.
3 books. That's ridiculous.
Shameful.
My plan is to do, I think I put 15 books. So moving in a good direction. We're getting there. And then I am a rock climber. So my goal is to go twice a week. I talked about it for a traveling soldier one time. It's so much fun. I love it. So that's my goal. And then for work stuff, I am actually going to DIMFOS in
Yeah.
April. And so obviously my goal is to graduate the class.
That is easier said than done. It's
Yes.
not hard, but it is time consuming.
Yes,
Challenging.
yes,
Challenging.
yes,
It
that's
should
definitely
be.
my
I
goal.
mean, at the level we're at, it has to be challenging for
absolutely.
us to improve and to grow.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, that's my goal. And then I have one other goal, and I'm going to say it on the podcast so that it happens, so people know that this is happening. We're doing this. Come July, we're going to start a video podcast.
You heard it here
The
first.
same audio, but with visuals. And I'm putting it out there so that people know. You guys hold us accountable. We're starting it for July this year.
All right, so
July.
that gives me a little bit over 6 months to lose about 20 more pounds. I'll be ready.
You're
I'll
already
be ready.
perfect the way you are.
I'll be
you don't have to
ready.
change for anybody. But yes, that is the goal. Come July, you will all get to see our beautiful faces.
Yes.
Very exciting. So,
And
put
all
it
the
out
beautiful faces of the people who come onto the
Yes.
podcast.
Yes, that's
And-
going to be so
Yeah.
much fun.
It'll be
I
a
can't
great
wait.
time. So everyone needs to subscribe to our YouTube page now.
Yes.
So that way, once we start in July, you don't even have to worry about it. You're already
Yeah.
subscribed.
You'll see it and you'll be like,
Don't
oh,
be
man.
late to the party.
Yeah.
Go ahead, subscribe now.
Yeah, you'll be there. It's going to be great.
I'm excited. It'll be really fun.
I'm
That's
excited
going to be
as well.
fun. I can't wait.
It's one of those things, and that's been something that we've talked about for
Yeah.
2 years now.
Yeah.
And I think that we are just now getting to. Well, I think we've been there, but I think we're getting off the drawing board with it, and I think we'll by July, by the time you come back,
Work
we'll
out all
be
the
ready to go,
kinks.
and we'll
Yeah.
be like, all right, yes, we got it.
Yeah, I'm excited. My
I
first
hope you
podcast
guys are
back.
ready. We're ready for you guys. Are you ready for us?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that. All right. Well, we've got some great things that are coming up this year. Obviously, we just talked about one, but I know we're going to have some amazing interviews that we're
Yeah.
going to talk and some topics. And I'm excited for everything that is to come on the podcast
Me
for
too.
this year.
Yeah,
Should be
me
really
three.
fun. Should be fun. All right. Well, I think that's all we've got. Anybody have any parting words for our listeners for this year?
Be kind, we wind.
We're back.
Ooh, I like that. All right. That's all we got. We will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is a U.S. Army Garrison-Fort Cavazos and Fort Cavazos Public Affairs production. Have a question or want to share some of your wisdom with us? Drop us an email at fortcavazos@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fort Cavazos Army. And as always, be sure to leave us a review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.